I'm Chrissy, the Government Affairs Director here at C.A.R. I wanted to give you all a quick recap of our recent C.A.R. Legislative Day trip in Sacramento. We had 57 registered attendees from C.A.R., 30 of whom rode the bus. We met with 3 different legislators, including Senator Jim Bell, Assemblyman Kansen Chu, and Assemblyman Evan Lowe. For the morning briefing, there were over 2,500 realtors in attendance, a record number of attendees. We heard from Governor Brown about needing to build more housing in California. Also, another hot topic, ADUs, or accessory dwelling units, were a very large topic of conversation. During our legislative visits, we encouraged support for SB 1469, the Skinner bill streamlining approval processes for building ADUs. In fact, encouraging any kind of housing development from affordable to market rate was a top priority. Also of note was voiced opposition to AB 2618 by Assemblyman Bonta. This bill would mandate that all private property owners who wish to rent their units be certified in property management every 2 years. More well-intentioned but over-regulating legislation. The intent was to add a level of education requirement for landlords so as to further protect tenants. However, existing law already states that anyone receiving compensation for property management must have a real estate license and therefore are already subject to extensive education and training requirements. This makes AB 2618 completely overburdening and unnecessary. My favorite panel personally was hosted by C.A.R's own Dave Walsh, now C.A.R. Treasurer, on the emerging renaissance of modular housing. These aren't your run-of-the-mill modular housing units. The units we were shown were incredibly sleek and modern and are able to be configured into almost any size location, from 800 square feet to over 3,000 square feet. The truly impressive aspects are that 1, it's about a 3-month total turnaround from teardown of the original to move-in. 3 months. The second and equally impressive aspect is that the fixed cost is around $600,000 for an average 2,000 square foot unit. That, depending on location, immediately appraises above the $1 million range. With sites in San Francisco, Menlo Park, Palo Alto, and other similar locations, I think we can expect to see this new type of development explode in popularity. This was my first time to Sacramento with C.A.R. and C.A.R., but it was so much more impressive than I could have imagined. I highly encourage attending next year. It is definitely a highlight of our work in advocating for the protection of private property rights and should be attended by as many members as possible. Now coming up, we have our annual NAR Advocacy and Industry Expo trip to Washington, D.C. It's starting next week, May 15th through the 19th. And we have a group of about 15 of us, directors and staff, who will be joining the C.A.R. delegation to D.C. We are scheduled to meet with Congresswomen Eshoo and Lofgren and Congressman Ro Khanna. There will also be a special reception for all of the California elected officials. And finally, please stay engaged in advocacy on behalf of private property rights, whether it's by attending the Sacramento or DC trips or by speaking up at local council meetings. Shout out to the members who recently spoke out at one. Your voice matters. The realtor voice matters. If you have any questions about how to get involved in advocacy with C.A.R., please reach out to me at chrissy@score.com. That's CHRISSY@SCCAOR.com. I would love to hear from you and would love to add you to our Red Alert Action team. Thank you.